Finn, or FN-2187, was the first time a Star Wars movie let us look under the helmet of a Stormtrooper, reminding us that there are actual people wearing that armor. That's an idea that's been around since the old days of the EU, but today I want to look at some of Finn's friends from his time as a Stormtrooper, and then look ahead at what the future might bring for Stormtroopers in Episode 9. The book Before the Awakening showed us what Finn's training was like, and we got to meet the other three members of his squad, FN-2199, nicknamed Nines, FN-2000, nicknamed Zeros, and FN-2003, nicknamed Slip. Nines and Zeros were both model Stormtroopers, while Slip was seen as the screw-up. He consistently fell behind and got in the way of the squad completing their training objectives. Finn, who was just called 8-7 at the time, did his best to help his friend, but Captain Phasma ordered him to stop. She believed that in battle, the weakest troopers should be cold without remorse, and in their first actual engagement, that's exactly what happened. On Jakku, Poe Dameron shot and killed Slip, who then marked Finn's helmet with his blood. Finn deserted shortly after, but it wasn't the last time he saw his squad. He ran into FN-2199 on Takodana, now branded as a traitor. He fought his former squad mate and would have died if Han Solo hadn't shot and killed Nines. I wanted to talk about these characters because I think it's interesting how many stories Lucasfilm has told about Stormtroopers in the new canon. Again, it's not anything new exactly, but they do seem to be prioritizing it. In addition to learning about First Order Stormtroopers, Star Wars Rebels let us take a peek into Imperial Stormtrooper training and brainwashing. I want to look forward and speculate on why that is. Why have we been focusing so much on the humanity of Stormtroopers? It very well could be that it's just interesting and a good jumping off point for compelling storytelling. But what if there's something more? In The Last Jedi, Finn nearly sacrifices himself to try to destroy the battering ram cannon. It's debatable whether or not that would have worked, but my initial thought on the matter was that it would have been a fitting end for his arc. A stormtrooper that finds someone to fight for and then something to fight for, who then gives his life to save that cause. I was a little bummed that choice was taken from him, but I've come to think that at best his sacrifice would have only slowed the First Order down. It would have ultimately been pointless. Now, what if in Episode 9 we see that he survived so that he could carry out something far more important and fatal to the First Order? During their fight in The Last Jedi, Finn is labeled by Phasma as a bug in the system. But what if he's not? What if he could become a symbol to his fellow Stormtroopers that they can go against their programming? And hey, by the way, that fits very well with another theme that keeps popping up in Star Wars about droids and their programming. And what I like is that both messages are basically the same. Function does not determine future. Just because the First Order brainwashes children to become soldiers, that doesn't mean they can't break free and forge their own destinies. Finn is proof of that, and wouldn't it be awesome to see him help tear down the machine that trained him to kill by starting a Stormtrooper uprising, ruining the backbone of their military? Stormtroopers or clone troopers have been present in all but one Star Wars film. And even the clones had that programming that turned them into killers they didn't want to be. I think the main story of Episode 9 should be focused on the Skywalkers and showing us how this one family affected the entire galaxy. But I'd also love to see a B story about Finn, a more human statement about galactic wars and the people that have always been forced to fight in them. I think that would be a powerful message that would not only conclude Finn's story, but it would tie in all three trilogies worth of faceless troopers, giving them all an arc of their own. Now, who knows if that's the direction Abrams and company have chosen, and I'm certain there are plenty of other worthwhile stories they could tell, but this is just one I haven't been able to get out of my head. I've mentioned it before, but I wanted to put it all together in one video. So what do you guys think of that? Would you like to see a Stormtrooper uprising, or do you not like that idea? Let me know in the comments. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.